Welcome to Tech with Damir. In this video, we are going to learn about groupBy function in PySpark. So the groupBy function in PySpark is used to group rows based on one or more columns. After grouping, we can apply aggregate functions such as count, sum, average, min, and max. Now it exactly works like a groupBy function in SQL. So very simple to understand. Now here is my sample data that has a name, department, and salary. So we have few records, and I also added some more records which are duplicate to explain a little more details about the groupBy function. And here I'm defining a variable, and there are a list of these columns such as name, department, and salary that we will be using when we'll create the data frame by using this data and use these columns. So here we are creating the data frame df, and spark.create data frame is going to create the data frame for us, and we have to provide which data we would like to use for data frame. So that's the data we have, and then we have a schema is equal to columns. So that's what we will be using for our schema. Now once a data frame is created, we can df.show. That means we want to see the data frame data. So let's execute this, and then I will show you records, and we will move forward to the groupBy. Okay, here is our data from our data frame, and we have name, department, and salary. We can see right there. Now we are going to analyze a few things here. So let's say if we want to group by with the count and the count of employees in each department. So what we can do, we say df, that's our data frame, and then in the data frame we say group by, then in the df.groupBy, then provide the column name. So on department we want to group by, and then we want to also apply the count function. So we would like to get the list of the employees in each of the department. So when we run it, it's gonna show us all the departments and number of employees in each department. So very simple. And if you see right here, we have engineering, we have sales and marketing, and in each of department we have these many employees. So you can see from our data as well, you can see right there for engineering we have one record here, and then we have second record from engineering here, and marketing 2 records, and sales we have 3 records. That's exactly groupBy function is returning a total number of employees, because we use the count and then group by the department. Now if we would like to go further and say group by with some total salary by department, so if we want to do that, we can do that as well. So here we say df.groupBy, then department, and then we are providing a dot aggregate function and providing a sum. So we are going to do sum of salary, and then alias that name to the total salary, and then we are applying a dot show. That means we want to display that output. So we can go from here, and now we are going to execute this code, and it's going to do the group by department and sum the salary. So you can see right there, that's the department and engineering here, and here is the total salary. So it added up all those salaries from each of the department. We use the aggregate function sum here, and the alias the name by using alias function from salary to the total salary. That's what we alias. Okay, now you can see right there that total salary, that's the alias name of that column. Now if you want to add the values by yourself, you can see simply right there. For engineering you have 5,000, and then engineering 6,000, that make it 11,000. And if you see the same number you are seeing here, because we did the just simply sum. Now if you want to go ahead and say a group by with the average, min, or max value, department, salary, stats, that is also possible. You want to get different stats and you want to use different aggregate functions. So here we say df.groupBy, and then provide the list of the column. Here we have a department, and when we say that aggregate, and then here we have aggregate function apply on salary alias average salary. So this is going to be per department. Then we have want to get the min salary out of that department. So min salary alias min salary, and then we have a max salary alias max salary, and then we are showing this output. So let's run this one, and then we will execute this. Now it's going to show us 4 columns. So first is our department, and then it is shown as average salary. So remember 5,000 and 6,000 make it 11,000 for engineering. There are 2 records divided by 2, that makes it 5,500, so that gave us average. Then 5,000 in min and 6,000 in max, and the same goes for sales. So it has 3 records for sales, so it added up and then took the average, and here is min and max value for that. So again for marketing as well. So you can apply these different aggregate functions with the groupBy to see or analyze your data. Now groupBy name and department, if you want to use more columns here, you can do as well. And here that's the syntax available, and sum of salaries for same names. So here now you see that df.groupBy, and then we are saying by name and by department. So group by name and by department, and then aggregator. So and then we have using sum of salary total as a total salary. Now if you see that we have name and department, and that's why I put some duplicate records here. So you see that right there we have Ali and sales, and his see right there, his that's exactly the same record. So name and department, that's a duplicate record with this one, but salary is different. So as we are doing the aggregate for the name and department, it's gonna show us some values. Then we have Raz also duplicate records here as well. So we are grouping by, in last query we are grouping by name and department, and we are doing the sum of salary, and that's what it will do. So let me show you right there, shift enter. Okay, so here you see that for Amir Shahzad, engineering department salary 5,000, and for Raza marketing 7,100. So if you see right there, that's the duplicate record, and this is sum of salary, right? So if you see, if we go here on the records, Amir Shahzad engineering department just 5,000, because I was a single record. So if somebody group by name and department, no problem, because I'm single record, so it's going to come as a single value. Now with the Raza marketing, if you see right there, there are 2 records. So when you group by Raza here and marketing, so there, and then what's going to happen, this value will be add up. So 3,500 plus 3,600 make it 7,100. So that's what happening here. So you can do all those kind of things, group by different columns if you like, and then also apply the aggregate functions, and then finally you will use the show function to see the records. And same thing happened for Ali, because there was duplicate records, and they're grouped by first name and then department, and the values are added for the salary, but rest of the other columns are just fine, because they didn't really any aggregation really didn't happen on these 3 records, because they were single records. So you are not seeing aggregation, but you are seeing aggregation mostly for Raza and Ali, as there were 2 values for name and department for each of that record, and then salary got summed up. So I thank you very much for watching this video. I will provide this file in the description as well, so you can experiment and play with it and learn how group by function work in PySpark. Thank you very much. Please subscribe my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.